he has the kind of spirit, and like he could pretend to be tough, but deep down, like he's like, oh my gosh, like.
What's up, man? She came through and gassed me on that record, gassed me on my own song and whatnot, man. So this record, this really belongs to her, real talk. So yeah, come up here, man, talk about it.
Well, thank you, Kendrick, for giving me this incredible opportunity to be on such a great record. I love this record, and I'm honored to do this with you. Congrats, you deserve this.
I'm anti because I had it with you. Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister, auntie like a family picture, and I had way better snitches than you to be aged. Yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave. Y'all go on vacation. I bet it's Antigua. Sir, you're jealous. You're jealous that A$AP Rocky is living the life with Rihanna that you couldn't live.
Brace yourselves, music fans, as the simmering feud between rap titans Kendrick Lamar and Drake threatens to escalate into a full-blown conflagration. If you had any lingering doubts about where pop superstar Rihanna's allegiances lie, let me dispel them. She is firmly planted in Kendrick's corner. Rumors are swirling that the Barbadian beauty and the Compton wordsmith are collaborating on new music, gearing up to reveal even more of Drake's sordid secrets, especially his shady dealings with women. For those who've been following this saga, you're likely aware of the scathing allegations Kendrick leveled against Drake and his OVO crew on his latest album, branding them as certified predators. However, brace yourselves, because internet sleuths have been hard at work, unearthing a veritable mountain of evidence that seems to corroborate Kendrick's claims. The information they've uncovered is sending shockwaves through the music world. While we're all familiar with Drake's eyebrow-raising text to the underage Millie Bobby Brown and his inappropriate interactions with fans during concerts, a new wave of deeply disturbing reports about the Canadian rapper's questionable behavior has emerged. Some of the details are genuinely stomach-turning, highlighting a potential pattern of exploitative and unethical conduct towards women. Kendrick Lamar may have emerged victorious in the latest feud, but it seems he's far from finished. Insiders reveal that K-Dot has recruited Rihanna to assist in further exposing Drake in upcoming songs. Rihanna, who better than her to put Drake in his place? It's only fair, considering Drake dissed both her and her partner, A$AP Rocky, on his last album. Drake's disrespectful remarks about Rihanna reveal lingering bitterness over her rejection. However, that's just the beginning. Recent reports suggest Rihanna distanced herself from Drake due to his alleged inappropriate behavior. With Rihanna and Kendrick teaming up, will they succeed in taking down Drake? What new evidence is surfacing about Drake's alleged deviant behavior? Let's delve into the details.
I already got stuff that I feel like I can make hits out of. Oh, yeah.
It's been quite some time since Rihanna severed all ties with Drake. But even though the Barbadian superstar has moved on, starting a family with two adorable children alongside her partner, $A$AP Rocky, it seems Drake is still harboring bitterness from that rejection. Just when one might have expected him to let it go, Drake inexplicably took aim at Rihanna on his 2023 album, For All the Dogs, unleashing petty disses over 6 years after she completely cut contact and stopped acknowledging him. On the track Fear of Heights, Drake throws jabs at Rihanna, dissing her bedroom skills and bragging about being with better women. Yeah, and the X was average with you. Yeah, I'm auntie, because I had it with you. Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister, auntie like a family picture, and I had way better than you, he raps in an embarrassing display given his level of success and stature in the industry. One would think Drake had better things to focus on than dissing a woman who rejected him nearly a decade ago and has since built a family of her own. But Drake didn't stop there. He also made thinly veiled references to the father of Rihanna's children, $AP Rocky, with lyrics like, "Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That could never be. Girl can't ruin me. Better him than me." On another track, Another Late Night, Drake raps, "I ain't pretty Flacco. This is Get Really Rocky now." Further fueling speculation about his lingering bitterness. While some fans have suggested that Drake was simply stirring the pot to drum up attention for his album, knowing that even a mere mention of Rihanna is enough to set the internet ablaze, this strategy, if intentional, comes across as desperate and cringeworthy. Here, We have a nearly 40-year-old heavyweight in the music industry resorting to taking shots at women from his past, dredging up old drama to keep his album in the headlines, when one would expect his music to speak for itself at this stage of his career.
I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. Maybe not every girl in the world. Maybe every girl in Toronto. Shout out to Rick.
It's also amusing to note that while Drake was professing his love, Rihanna never publicly acknowledged him as her boyfriend. In fact, she treated him like the groupie he was. Once their fling ended, she made it clear she didn't even want to be friends with him anymore. To provide some context, Rihanna and Drake first crossed paths in 2005 when Rihanna was in Toronto filming the music video for her hit Pon de Replay. Drake, bless his heart, claimed to be head over heels for Rihanna from that initial meeting and began obsessively talking about her in interviews.
I think that we have a connection that's established for life, and that is that I love her and support her unconditionally, and I like to think that she feels the same way. And whenever
Still fancy her though.
do I fancy her? Of course. I mean, who wouldn't? Look at her; she's stunning. Of course I do. Yeah, no, she's incredible. But it's one of those things that. It's a maybe one day, maybe.
She is an amazing woman that made me feel nervous, man. She made me feel small. She's an overwhelming being. Like, she's beautiful and talented, and her personality is it's almost scary. And for the first time, a woman just brought back that feeling of when I was 17 or 18, and I appreciate it.
I mean, she gives me inspiration, but it more comes in the form of, like when we dance, she just presses up against me a little extra hard, That's really my motivation.
While Rihanna seemed disinterested in reciprocating Drake's affection, she was occupied with her own romantic entanglements, most notably her tumultuous relationship with Chris Brown. We're all familiar with how that story unfolded, the ups and downs, culminating in the infamous 2009 domestic violence incident ahead of the Grammy Awards. And who was lurking in the background throughout? None other than Drake himself. When Rihanna and Chris were an item, Drake couldn't resist taking jabs at his romantic rival whenever he could. However, once the power couple called it quits, Drake suddenly cozied up to Chris, even collaborating on a track together. This blatant opportunism raises questions about Drake's motives and loyalty. Fast forward to May 2009, and the rumor mill began churning after Rihanna and Drake were spotted on what appeared to be a date at Lucky Strike Bowling Alley in New York City. However, Rihanna swiftly shut down the dating speculation, making it clear she was simply having fun with Drake platonically and had no intentions of getting serious. This didn't deter Drake from his obsession with Rihanna, though. Despite her clarification that their bowling outing wasn't a big deal, Drake penned an entire song about it, Fireworks, with the lyrics, "Who could have predicted Lucky Strike would have you stuck with me?" Rihanna was clearly not stuck with Drake after one friendly hangout, but he persisted in fixating on her publicly. Drake's behavior paints a picture of a man struggling with unrequited feelings and an inability to take no for an answer. While his heartbreak is understandable, his persistence in the face of Rihanna's disinterest comes across as entitled and disrespectful of her boundaries.
Supporting each other, I think we've done some normal things. I don't know if we've ever played board games, but I mean, I know we go bowling a lot. Not necessarily with Rihanna a lot.
Okay, just you and your crew.
We've been bowling before. And then, I love doing to me, the club is work, the majority of the time. So I like to do things like go to the arcade and play games, or go bowling, play ping pong, go-karting, paintball, which we haven't done because these guys are scared.
Okay.
Because I'm the best, you know what I'm saying? My squad is
You're
the
the best.
Yeah, I'm the, but yeah, so, I mean, we do things to have fun.
I
see you wrote down Scrabble and Battle.
Yeah, I did, because I have to remember, look.
Right.
I've got to remember my jokes by numbers.
I think we're in the same building. Maybe I'll ask her if she wants to play Scrabble.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Drake and Rihanna think Scrabble.
That's kind of sexy.
It is sexy Scrabble.
You never know where that could end up.
However, since Rihanna wasn't reciprocating his feelings, Drake suddenly changed his tune and began throwing shade at her. He claimed she led him on and gave him false hope, stating in a 2010 interview with the New York Times that he felt like Rihanna treated him like a pawn. He added that she was doing exactly what he had done to many women throughout his life, showing them quality time and then disappearing. He remarked, I was like, wow, this feels terrible. Despite this, Drake couldn't let go of his feelings for Rihanna. In a later interview with Rolling Stone, he declared that Rihanna was still his ultimate fantasy. After Rihanna's breakup with Chris Brown, she and Drake reconnected and collaborated on the hit song Work. Drake, of course, blew this reunion out of proportion and was convinced that this time Rihanna would stay. At the 2016 VMAs, Drake even publicly professed his love to Rihanna while presenting her with the Vanguard Award. However, based on Rihanna's reaction, it's safe to say the feeling was not mutual.
We love the woman who hasn't changed since day one. She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old.
Many fans at the time criticized Drake for stealing Rihanna's moment and making his speech all about his love for her. It turns out Rihanna felt the same way as the rest of us watching Drake's cringy speech. She later opened up about this moment in an interview with Vogue, stating that wading through Drake's speech was probably the most uncomfortable part. "I don't like too many compliments, and I don't like to be put on blast," Rihanna explained. But that's not all. Rihanna also revealed that she was no longer in touch with Drake, making it clear that they are not even friends. "We don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either. It is what it is," she said. Despite Rihanna's clear stance that she never intended to claim Drake or take their relationship to the next level, Drake couldn't help himself. Back in 2018, he appeared on LeBron James and Maverick Carter's HBO series, The Shop, and confessed that he always fantasized about starting a family with Rihanna. By that point, Drake had already been sidetracked by Pusha T's revelation about his son Adonis. While Drake expressed excitement about being a father, he also admitted that he didn't get the fairy tale life he always dreamed of, which, according to him, meant settling down and having a family with Rihanna.
Up in this situation, where I don't have the fairy tale, like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna, and like, this is like so perfect, or like, Drake, it's like, it looks so good on paper.
I wanted that too.
I
didn't get it too.
By the way, I wanted.
It's important to note that Rihanna never officially claimed Drake as her boyfriend, yet he seemed to harbor unrealistic expectations that she would eventually settle down and have children with him. This delusion persisted even after Drake was exposed for secretly fathering a child. By that point, Rihanna had already completely written him off. However, despite their fractured relationship, Rihanna took the high road and refrained from publicly dissing Drake or revealing any of his dirty laundry to the press. Let's be honest, it would have been extremely easy for her to do so, given her massive platform and influence. In fact, a 2018 Vogue interview where she addressed Drake's infamous VMA speech, professing his love was the last time she spoke about him publicly. But Drake's recent unprovoked disses aimed at Rihanna and her partner $AP Rocky on his latest album seem to have reignited the flames. Reports are now surfacing that Rihanna has been patiently biding her time, waiting to get her 2 cents in and drop some truth bombs about Drake's conduct. In a shocking twist, she is allegedly teaming up with none other than Kendrick Lamar to expose Drake's misdeeds. The two are rumored to be working on new music together, 7 years after their Grammy-winning collaboration, Loyalty, from Kendrick's iconic album, Damn. The question remains, what damning information could Rihanna possibly reveal about Drake that Kendrick hasn't already exposed? After all, Kendrick infamously labeled Drake and his crew as certified predators on his latest album. Will Rihanna help double down on these allegations? While we won't know the full details until their music drops, word on the street is that Rihanna has insider knowledge about Drake's problematic behavior around women, which was allegedly the main impetus for her cutting ties with him. We've all heard the unsavory rumors about Drake being a creep and seen the videos of him getting handsy with underage fans. This potential collaboration between two of music's biggest titans could send shockwaves through the industry and shine a harsh spotlight on the darker corners of celebrity culture. Rihanna's willingness to break her silence after taking the high road for so long suggests she may have a bombshell story to tell.
with my candidates, my chef. This one's
And then, of course, there was the situation with Millie Bobby Brown. Drake befriended the 14-year-old actress and began texting her regularly, even taking her on dinner dates.
He wants to see me, and I was like, okay, we're going. And honestly, we text all the time now. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. We went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney. What advice did he give me? Like, what does he say? You know, that's it.
New disturbing rumors surfacing about Drake's alleged inappropriate behavior with young women. Kendrick and Rihanna may collaborate to expose his potential misconduct, signaling an industry reckoning, raises concerns over ethical boundaries and accountability in music regarding treatment of minors by powerful artists. The art should be the focus, not sordid behavior.
30th, but was revealed by Crazy Days Night on December 7th. The former wheelchair actor is following a 16-year-old girl on Instagram. He has known her since she was even younger. And again, this is allegedly Drake. And the related headline reads, Drake head over heels for Turks and Caicos cutie. Drake's latest Turks and Caicos vacation seems to include a blossoming romance with a bartender named Flocka, who's got the boy's nose wide open as he serenaded her in her off hours. On Wednesday, Drake and his crew hit an intimate beach club named Noah's Ark, which reunited him with Flocka. He's already nicknamed her the Pride of Turks and made sure to get additional FaceTime with her at the bar. The evening ended with more canoodling, a candlelit dinner where Drake sang his tune Feel No Ways, leaving Flocka blushing. And I'll post a video here of the clip of him at the bar with her and him later at dinner with her.
But Kendrick's allegations didn't stop there. He alleged that Drake's inner circle harbors offenders, kept on a monthly allowance, and that it's only a matter of time before the authorities raid Drake's residence, drawing parallels to the infamous Diddy case. The use of the insidious P word sent shockwaves through the industry, with many wondering if Kendrick possessed damning evidence to back up such severe claims. And now, disturbing allegations are surfacing online, painting a picture that is nothing short of repulsive. A viral Reddit thread claims that a Toronto model confided that Drake coerced women into vomiting into dog bowls for his gratification. Coincidentally, or perhaps not, Drake's album For All the Dogs features lyrics objectifying women, comparing them to canines. But the unsettling revelations don't end there. Reports allege that in 2017, Drake paid a staggering $350,000 to settle a lawsuit involving explicit sexual accusations from model Laquana Morris. According to court documents, Morris claimed Drake forced her to perform degrading acts during his 2017 tour, further fueling the narrative of a deeply troubled individual. Kendrick's diss tracks also shed light on Drake's alleged association with individuals with questionable pasts. Travis Savory, known as Baka, or Baka Not Nice, a close associate of Drake's, was previously charged with sex trafficking in 2014. While the charges were eventually dropped due to the victim's refusal to testify, rumors swirled that Drake and his cohorts intimidated the woman, forcing her to abandon the case and even relocate from Toronto. As these sordid tales unfold, one can't help but wonder, are these merely baseless rumors, or do they hold a kernel of truth? The sheer volume of allegations from multiple sources begs the question, where there's smoke? Is there fire? Only time and thorough investigation will unveil the truth behind these deeply unsettling claims.
Interesting that the woman who initially accused Baca of forcing her into prostitution, who was also going to bring human trafficking charges against him, then dropped those charges, only keeping the assault charges. And it's interesting because her lawyer says that, you know, she was not coerced, that they were not in contact, but she did move out of Toronto while this was happening. Now guys, I'm not here to just throw theories at the wall to see which one sticks. I am just curious, as somebody who is a bit knowledgeable about what can happen behind the scenes. I think we can all put on our investigator caps and just start to question what were the circumstances that made her decide to not testify against her abuser, and what were the circumstances that drove her decision to move out of Toronto, the very city where Baca and his guy Drake are, you know, that's their city, that's their mecca. I don't know any details of this, and I'm not saying anything is anything. I'm just saying that if I had enemies in the OVO camp, I would not want to be in Toronto where they have such a hold over the culture.
And get this, after Baca's legal troubles, Drake publicly showcased his unwavering support in a now deleted Instagram post, exclaiming, "Something in the air today, a lot of good things happening at once, but this one means the most. Been waiting for 11 months, Baca finally home." This wasn't a mere congratulatory message. Drake went a step further, declaring on the track Know Yourself, released after Baca's guilty plea, "I might declare it a holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road." But Drake's association with Baca didn't end there. In 2017, he made the controversial decision to sign Baca to his label, OVO Sound, where Baca remains an artist to this day, according to their website. This cozy relationship between Drake and an individual with a tainted past has raised many eyebrows and added fuel to the swirling speculation surrounding Drake's inner circle. Now, does this conclusively prove the damning allegations leveled by Kendrick, branding Drake with the insidious P word? Well, it's all conjecture at this point, but as the adage goes, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The sheer volume of bizarre tales and accusations hovering around Drake is enough to make even the most casual observer raise an eyebrow or two. Interestingly, despite being a public figure for over 2 decades and nearing his 40s, Drake has never openly dated anyone or had a high-profile relationship. It seems that every woman who has crossed paths with him has swiftly cut ties, leaving a trail of unanswered questions in their wake. Rihanna, herself no stranger to controversy, could be a pivotal piece in unraveling this puzzle, with rumors swirling about a potential collaboration with Kendrick Lamar. Could Riri be the one to finally peel back the layers and expose Drake's alleged dark secrets? Time will tell, but the public court of opinion seems to have already rendered its verdict. Even Drake's most die-hard fans are acknowledging the unsettling undercurrents, with one fan stating, "On a serious note, ignoring the Drake stories is how we got Diddy and R. Kelly. What did Cat Williams say? Big D deviants are about to answer for everything they do. Don't be shocked in the future if we see the Canadian authorities raiding his crib." Another fan added, "In fact, I think Drake makes great music. He was one of my favorite artists till he changed his style, but I've always said he's a weirdo and needs to be investigated." These are indeed serious allegations, and it's crucial to approach them with caution and objectivity. However, the sheer volume of smoke surrounding Drake begs the question, is there a raging fire hidden beneath? As we await Rihanna and Kendrick's potential collaboration, the public's scrutiny on Drake's alleged behavior around women continues to intensify. Let's hear your thoughts on this unfolding saga. How do you feel about the possibility of Rihanna and Kendrick lifting the veil on Drake's alleged misdeeds? And what do you make of the numerous allegations surrounding his conduct? Drop your comments below, and don't miss out on the latest developments in this captivating drama.